I want you to imagine two people. Both invest $500 per month. Both earn the same 8% average annual return. The only difference, one starts at 22, the other starts at 32. By age 65, the person who started at 22 has $1.74 million. The person who started at 32 has $873,000. Same contributions, same returns. A 10-year head start is worth $870,000. Let that sink in. And then let's talk about why this happens, because understanding the mechanism is the only thing that actually changes behavior. Compound interest is interest earning interest. The reason it sounds simple and feels impossible to internalize is that human brains are wired for linear thinking. We expect progress to look like a straight line. Compound growth doesn't. It looks like almost nothing for years. Then it looks like a rocket. The first 10 years of $500 per month at 8% return produces about $91,000. The next 10 years produce $133,000. The 10 years after that, $280,000. The final 10 years before retirement, $490,000. The money makes most of its money at the very end. Here's the brutal math on waiting. At $500 per month and 8% returns, every year you delay costs you approximately $40,000 to $60,000 in final retirement wealth, depending on how many compounding years are affected. Delay by 10 years and you lose approximately $870,000. This is not money you're saving by not investing, you're still spending it on something else. You're just spending the future version of it, the compounded version, instead of the present version. The rule of 72 is the fastest way to intuitively understand compound growth. Divide 72 by your annual return rate and you get the number of years it takes your money to double. At 8% returns, your money doubles every 9 years. At 10%, it doubles every 7.2 years. If you have $100,000 at age 36 and earn 8%, it becomes $200,000 at 45, $400,000 at 54, $800,000 at 63. You didn't add a dollar after the initial $100,000. Compounding did all the work. Time is doing the heavy lifting, not contributions. The most counterintuitive compound interest story is the twin experiment. Twin A invests $5,000 per year from age 22 to 32, just 10 years, then stops completely. Total invested, $50,000. Twin B waits until 32 and invests $5,000 per year every year until age 65, 33 years of contributions. Total invested, $165,000. At 8% returns, Twin A still wins, $602,000 versus $581,000. The person who invested for 10 years early beats the person who invested for 33 years late. That's compounding. That's why time is the most important variable. Fees destroy compounding. A 1% annual fee sounds trivial. On a $200,000 portfolio at 8% for 30 years, a 1% fee difference reduces your final balance by roughly $200,000. That's not $1% of $200,000. That's $200,000 gone because the fee ate into your compounding base year after year. This is why the S&P 500 index funds at 0.03 to 0.05% expense ratios beat actively managed funds at 0.75 to 1.5% in most cases, not because of stock picking, but because of fee drag on compounding. If you're already late, say you're 35 and haven't started yet, here's the honest truth. Every year you wait still costs you tens of thousands of dollars. But starting at 35 and investing $1,000 per month until 65 still produces roughly $1.5 million at 8% returns. That's not as good as starting at 25, but it's not nothing. The math rewards action at any age. The worst financial decision is letting the perfect be the enemy of the good and doing nothing because you feel like you've already missed the window. Automating your contributions removes the decision from your daily life. And that matters because the biggest enemy of compounding is not bad returns. It's not investing in the first place. Set up automatic contributions to your 401k at your employer and to a Roth IRA at Fidelity, Vanguard, or Schwab. The amount matters less than the habit. Even $200 per month started at 25 becomes roughly $700,000 by 65. Start with what you can. Increase it 1% per year. That's the entire strategy. Tax-advantaged accounts amplify compounding by removing the annual tax drag. In a taxable brokerage account, you pay capital gains taxes on dividends and realized gains every year, which reduces your compounding base. In a 401k or Roth IRA, that tax drag disappears. Over 30 years, the difference in compounded returns between a taxable and tax-advantaged account at the same gross return rate can be significant, often 20 to 30% more wealth at retirement from the same contributions, just from eliminating annual taxes. Compound interest isn't magic, it's math. And the math is brutally clear. The most expensive financial mistake most people make is not starting to invest in their 20s. Every year of delay is a very specific dollar amount you're choosing not to have in retirement. If you want to understand exactly what you should be investing in when you do start, the specific funds, the specific accounts, our video on the S&P 500, what you're actually buying when you buy VU covers exactly where your money should go first.